Guys, we got to talk about it. This weekend was one that was full of some sports joy, but not enough. Because, guys, the Houston Astros lost 2 of 3 to the Chicago White Sox over the weekend. White Sox? You're losing 2 of 3 to the White Sox? Saturday was fun, but you're losing 2 of 3 to the Chicago White Sox. Worst team in the American League. At least was on pace to be perhaps worse than they were last year. And you lose 2 of 3. Ridiculous. But hang on a serious note, I'm not going to say that this is embarrassing because it certainly wasn't unexpected going in. But we got to talk about it. Some disappointing news. The Houston Astros are in third place behind the Oakland A's. I know, right? I mean, going into this year, some people said it was possible for the A's to overtake the Astros, but yeah, I don't like looking at the American League West standings and seeing the Astros in third place after losing 2 of 3 against the Chicago White Sox. But I'm sorry, everybody. I'm procrastinating. I'm delaying the inevitable. It's time to rip the Band-Aid off. We got to talk about it. And it just sucks to continuously see this guy shrink away in the biggest moments. And I mean, yeah, we've seen a lot of that. I'm, of course, talking about James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers. Oh, boy, what the hell was that? Blowing that series. What a no-show by James Harden in Game 7. What a surprise. Not going to lie, maybe I'm not so disappointed about that one, right? Wouldn't it have been so annoying if James Harden and the Clippers were still playing today? But okay. I know what you're here for. We got to talk about it. You know, when you are the top seed in a playoff series, there's expectations attached to you. Even if you've never been able to get it done, there's expectations attached to you. So what we saw yesterday, I think it deserves a lot of ridicule. And what, of course, I'm talking about is the Donovan Mitchell-led Cleveland Cavaliers, 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. What? I thought they were the best team in the East. Losing Game 1 of their playoff series to the Indiana Pacers? What are we doing here? But I get it. I know what you're here for. I know what all of you are here for. Maybe you're here from outside of the city of Houston, in fact, because you've been waiting for me to talk about something that died this weekend. The end of the road. And this is tough. This is really tough considering my upbringing, my background, where I've been. And I know a lot of people don't think that about me. They think like, Paul, you're a carpetbagger, but you live here in Houston now. And I get it, but I got to talk about it. Journalism lost the Kentucky Derby on Saturday. Journalism lost to sovereignty. Unbelievable. I hate seeing that. Journalism is much more important than serenity. Come on, guys. I went to a big J journalism school, Syracuse University. But okay, fine, fine. Let's talk about it. I see the people on the text line who are getting pissed at me. It's time to rip the band-aid off, and this is actually a little embarrassing for me. I've been so focused on this for the last week, fixated on it. It's all that I'm paying attention to. I was watching it last night, and now I have to look at it in a different way. You've guessed it by now. In case you couldn't tell, I'm of course talking about the Dunkin' Donuts Super Bowl commercial that Bill Belichick's girlfriend forced her way onto. My dog, Bill Belichick, is taking L after L after L after L. That's my fearless leader. And he's getting clowned around online, and now he's looking at outside help for PR firms. Hey, Bill, I'll do it pro bono. I can do your propaganda pro bono. It'll be amazing. Be rather glazy. Isn't that what you're looking for? But I see everyone's getting so mad at me. Stop. Stop. Please stop. I will get to where I'm going. And you know where I'm going. Because this was a major disappointment over the weekend. To find this out yesterday, to find out that my summer wasn't going to have a little more fun in it due to a game. It hurt. And for those who don't know, Grand Theft Auto 6 is not coming out this month. Not anymore. They've delayed Grand Theft Auto 6. I was so excited to have a game to play, to watch this summer. No more. Fine. Fine. I'll talk about it. Guys, you know, sometimes the youth, they just got to respect the old, the seasoned, the grizzled. And this weekend, I don't think we saw that. And now on this Monday, we're sitting in it, wallowing a little bit. I think we're all just a little disappointed that the young guys aren't getting past the old guys in sports. But the Giants, the New York Giants, they will not allow Abdul Carter to wear number 56 or number 11. Can you believe the balls on that guy? Imagine you're a number one draft pick of the Giants, and you're asking the Giants to let you wear Lawrence Taylor's number. Phil Simms' number I can kind of get, and apparently Phil Simms was going to give it up, but his family stepped in and said, no, dude, you're not giving this up. You're the Super Bowl winning quarterback for the New York Giants. Your number stays retired. Honestly, I might have to unblock him on X because he was actually willing to give the number away. But, the veterans stay winning. The old stay winning. The boomers stay winning. Millennials, Gen Z, it's tough. And, that sucked. Gen Z took a big L. But fine. Fine, guys. I'll talk about the slapdown that took place in the last 24 hours. It was a lot of shooting themselves in the foot, but doing it in a way that might help them out in the big picture. I'm, of course, talking about Michigan self-imposing a 2-game ban on head coach Sharon Moore, but I guess it's not for the first 2 games of the season because they're playing good teams the first 2 games of the season. So that's fun. So, yeah, when you shoot yourself in the foot, sometimes you got to punish yourself for shooting yourself in the foot. Fine. Fine. I know. You wanted me to talk about it, so I'll talk about it. I went downtown to find something, and I thought it was something that would be a little easier to find, but it was difficult. It was a fight. It took longer, and ultimately, I think I came out and we came out on the losing end because today I maxed out my credit card buying an El Tiempo themed Houston Astros hat, which I'm currently wearing right now. Yeah, I maxed out my credit card. It was awkward. I mean, incredibly, the hat cost more than an El Tiempo margarita, which I didn't know was possible. So I go there, and El Tiempo margaritas, you've been to Dyken Park before, $69.42. That's how much they cost. This hat that I'm wearing is legitimately $1,000. Yeah. But it's sick, huh? If you're watching on YouTube, you're watching on Twitch, this hat's sick. So don't judge my personal lifestyle choices, okay? It's $1,000 for an El Tiempo margarita hat. Okay? We had to talk about it, and we talked about it. So it is Cinco de Mayo. I am taking the rest of the show off. It's going to be the Sean Mapes show from 12:15 to 3. There's nothing else we need to talk about. Nothing else. So Sean, you can take it from here, and I'm going to go get Bleep Housed at OLT.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, thank you for talking about all the biggest news today.
Nothing else happened.
My entire rundown. You got to it in 15 minutes.
Yep.
So
So now you're just going to have to do a little bit more
yeah,
detail
I
on all those
guess
things.
Jordan
Because
versus
we got to
LeBron.
talk about it.
Jordan versus LeBron. Mount Rushmore talk. I think I can get to 3.
All right. Well, listen, we delayed the inevitable.
This was one of our better
this is the best one we've ever done.
stall segment.